Toy Story is one of those themes that never really fades away, especially when you're planning a birthday for a little boy who absolutely loves Woody. There's something magical about turning a favorite character into a party where your child becomes the main character. That's exactly what we're doing today. Today, I'm going to show you how I transform one custom Woody image into an entire birthday table setup. We're using the same design over and over again, just in different sizes and placements. We're making cupcake toppers, Jello spoon toppers, treat bags, centerpieces, snack bowls, and a cake topper. And it all starts with one smiling photo. First, I chose a photo where the birthday boy had the biggest, happiest grin. That expression is important because it sets the tone for the whole party. I carefully removed the background and kept just his face. Of course, I kept the cowboy hat, because without the hat, it just wouldn't feel like Woody. Then I blended it into a Woody body illustration to create a fun, cartoon-style character. Then I created a bold Toy Story-inspired name logo that says, "Bennett is turning 5." Once everything was ready, I printed the designs in 3 different sizes using a 6x4 photo printing service. It's affordable, simple, and the colors always come out vibrant. Now let's start building the table. I always start with cupcakes because they sit right at eye level for kids. For these toppers, I use the smallest print size. I carefully cut around each design, leaving a thin white border to make the characters stand out cleanly. I attached each cutout to a wooden cocktail stick using hot glue. That makes them sturdy enough to stay upright all party long. Instead of traditional cupcakes, I placed mine on round chocolate snowdrops. They look adorable and make the setup feel a little different. When I added the mini name logo next to Woody, the whole dessert suddenly felt personal. It's such a simple touch, but it makes guests pause and smile. Next, I wanted something colorful and playful. So I made bright red, yellow, and blue Jello cups. Those colors instantly remind everyone of Toy Story. They make the table look fun before anyone even tastes them. I used the same size print as the cupcake toppers and glued them onto mini wooden spoons. I left the white border again so everything feels consistent. I topped each Jello cup with a marshmallow and a chocolate ball. That little detail adds texture and makes them look extra festive. When you slide the decorated spoon into the Jello, it becomes part of the design. Layering Woody with the name logo gives the cup more dimension and personality. Kids love grabbing these because they feel special. It's dessert and decoration all in one. Now let's talk about party favors. Treat bags are what guests take home, so they should feel memorable. For these, I used a slightly larger print size. The bigger character makes it feel more like a keepsake tag instead of just decoration. I trimmed each piece carefully and punched a small hole at the top. Then I threaded string through to turn them into gift tags. I filled clear bags with mini cookies and pretzels for a sweet and salty mix. Then I wrapped each bag with yellow and blue ribbon so it feels like a little present. When you attach the Woody tag, it instantly looks custom made. And it ties the whole table theme together beautifully. The centerpiece is where everything comes together. It needs to be bold enough to anchor the entire table. So here I use the largest print size. The bigger scale makes the name and age easy to read from across the room. I attached the Woody character and name logo to paper straws with hot glue. Then I placed them into a glass jar filled with cereal to hold everything steady. I wrapped the jar with red and blue ribbon to bring in more Toy Story color. Then I added mini red and blue balloons behind the topper. When you see it all together, it feels balanced and full. It instantly makes the table look styled and complete. Snack bowls are usually simple, but with one small detail, they can look completely themed. I reused the same size toppers as the centerpiece to keep everything consistent. I attached them to straws and secured them onto clear footed bowls. I tied ribbon around the base for a finished look. Then I filled the bowls with potato chips and Doritos. Adding small balloon picks gives the bowls extra height. Suddenly, everyday snacks look like part of the design. And finally, the cake. This is the moment everyone waits for. I used the larger size again so the topper feels proportionate. I trimmed the images neatly and attached them to sturdy paper straws. For this setup, I used a simple store-bought mud cake. But once you add ribbon around the base, it already feels more special. Before inserting the topper, I placed 4 bamboo skewers into the cake to act as guides. I positioned the mini balloons toward the back. Then I placed Woody and the name logo at the front. In just a few minutes, a plain cake turns into the star of the table. The best part about this setup is how simple it really is. One custom image can transform an entire birthday party. When guests see the birthday child as Woody, it makes the celebration feel personal and unforgettable. If there's another theme you'd love to see, leave it in the comments.